Hey, what's up, Tree House Tribe and Cookie Run enjoyers? Decided to post our deck list video. I do it for Digimon. I do it for one. I do it for Digimon. I tried to do it for the other games I do, but mostly for Digimon. But I thought it'd be exciting to like get information out there for Cookie Run, and we're just off the back of our weekly webcam. Our first webcam tournament for the Cookie Run card game. We got 9 players, and I thought I'd do a little pie chart and everything. The end goal is to try to get these on eggmanevents.com, but I wanted to get this out quick and fast for everybody, so we're skipping a few steps, but at least we have the pretty pie chart. That being said, we had a wonderful, so we had it was October 23rd was the tournament. We had it at night. We had 9 people play. Dago with green takes it. But before that, I do want to advertise that I am trying to make it a weekly webcam tournament. So if you guys missed this one or you missed the stream this time, we got another one coming. It's going to be October 30th, which would be really fun for everybody. I'm really looking forward to being able to get that done. We are looking into getting proxies legal. I think I'm going to allow people to use proxies in this tournament. I got to make a little sample picture of what's allowable, what is a proxy, what isn't a proxy. But I'm definitely thinking I'm going to allow proxies for this tournament. Like, I think coming off of that event, it was very clear that a lot of people have a hard time getting singles. Like, it's not the easiest thing to get the singles for you want. And honestly, people just want to play the game. And just like we do at Eagle's Nest, we're just going to run it the same here with our Treehouse Tribe tournament. So with that being said, we got 9 players. Dago on green takes the whole thing. And our top 4, I made the pie chart for top 4. So we have 2 blue and then one purple, making it into the top 4. We're going to talk about 5 different decks. And we're going to start with, I guess, the Risu Choice Awards of decks. This was, a lot of people try to do blue and try to add it, like, so, excuse me if I'm not, like, super educated on the game. I'm still learning the game. But from my experience, a lot of people are focused on one color. And the only trickling around we do are what people are calling the Power Rangers. And so, wait, maybe I should zoom in. Yeah, this is pretty good. So you're going to see it's called the Power Rangers. These are all cards that are limited to 1, but they have this stat line. This one's the red one, for example. So it's level 1, 4 HP, takes 3 generic energy or 3 generic support to do 2 damage. Banana Cookie would be the yellow one. I think we have the green one. The blue one is probably somewhere. Here's the blue one. And then Ninja Cookie would be the purple one. That is often used as a stall tactic, blah, 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 like slows the pace of the game down because the win condition in this game is defeating up to 10 levels or fainting 10 levels of cookie of your opponents. So if you do spam a bunch of level 1s early, you're not really allowing your opponent to progress their win condition. So this is why this gets used. From there, we actually see that, like, you know, then after that, people focus on one color. But here, I think this is Mr. Duck. Yeah, Mr. Duck actually went to be our only hybrid deck for the rest of the tournament, or at tonight's tournament, going on a blue-green strategy where green tends to be the ramp and blue has a lot of good aggro pieces and a lot of like draw discard situation. Like, you know, think in other games, purple likes to use the trash as a resource. Blue really is using the hand as a resource in the sense that they're not just trying to draw a bunch of cards, they're trying to discard those cards too to activate certain effects. Like we're seeing the Sherbert Cookie, you know, you see it right there on its main attack. If you use its main attack, the frost shards away, then discard 1 card, select up to one of your opponent's cookies, deal 1 damage, right? And you're going to see that over and over again amongst the blue cards. Green is definitely focused on trying to add stuff to your resource or your support area, which is your lands or your energy charge or your whatever you want to call it, your dawn or your resources, whatever game you want to allocate that to. And then you get rewarded for getting ramping, right, and stealing other games terminologies, by getting more damage from your cards. Like you see Sugar Swan here. If you have 7 of cards, if your support area, which is your energy, your dawn, if 7 more cards in there, select one of your opponent's cookies, they receive an extra damage. And that 1 damage in this game, when cookies have 5 HP, as you're seeing on the screen, kind of comes down to it. So this is the Risu Choice Awards for most unique deck of the tournament. It was really cool to see someone actually attempt to do a hybrid. Right now the game's still kind of young, so you're seeing a lot of mostly you see a lot of people on like a pure yellow deck with those little Power Ranger cookies we were talking about or like green with the Power Ranger cookies. And not every deck's running those Power Ranger cookies. That's like my example of how people are kind of, that's the most people are willing to do in terms of mixing it up. But that being said, we're gonna move on. We're actually gonna talk about, someone didn't follow the instructions of deck building, but we're actually gonna talk about, this is 4th place, the French Prince. This is our purple deck. Definitely, the purple deck is a deck that loves to discard and then discard into the trash and then get a lot of cards in the trash, gain them value, right? In this game you can't deck out, actually. So in this game you actually take, we'll call it HP damage. You actually send one of your cookies to your break area. Again, for every cookie in there, that progresses your opponent's win condition, in layman's terms. But then you actually get to take your entire trash and reshuffle it. So you don't deck out in this game. So it becomes a really interesting thing where purple is actually able to fill the trash, recycle the trash, and just keep kind of looping in that way. Not like, I don't know, we come from Digimon, but like not infinite looping, but that's their gimmick right now. And it's kind of cool. I do like it, but managing to get, we didn't catch them on stream too much. I think I caught like right at the end one of their wins or maybe one of their losses, but yeah, so clearly we're on our main boss monsters for a deck like this tend to be the level 3s. So we're seeing a focus on Wind Archer Cookie. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to be weird about it, but here's Wind Archer Cookie is going to be deal 4 damage. Then if there are 15 cards in your trash, do 1 damage. These level 3 5 HP tends to be pretty where we're at. On play, you have to it has the extra effect of on play. Place one of your opponent's level 3 cookies from the battle area to the trash. And so this doesn't progress your win condition, but it can potentially just completely negate when your opponent plays a huge boss monster, maybe an opposing Wind Archer Cookie in this example, and you get to just play yours, tap 1 or support, and just completely negate the HP mechanic and just send it to the trash. You guys know how it is in One Piece, Digimon, any other Yu-Gi-Oh! Even, you just send that bad boy, no battle, unceremoniously even, to the trash area, which is pretty fun. And then Crunchy Chip Cookie is the secondary aggro piece of this deck. On play, place 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the trash. Hand control can be really strong in this game. It's not oppressive, like it's not like ripping your entire hand. Like, this game isn't about ripping your opponent's hand entirely apart. Just like sniping 1 card, making it a little awkward for your opponent is kind of where this game's at. And it's kind of nice. It actually, you draw 2 cards per turn, so it's not like the craziest thing to like just sit on an average hand size the whole game. And then this card in particular actually gets a bonus effect for having the Soul Jam in play, which are we running? Here we go. Yeah, we have the Soul Jam. These are kind of like item cards in this game tend to be equipment, or excuse me, like tend to be item cards are, just one-off effects that happen that you can only use on your turn, and then they actually can equip to your cookie and giving them extra abilities. So this card, this one having the equipped effect for the Dark Cacao Cookie, which doesn't exist in this deck. It's in other decks, but I forgot your name. For the Fresh Prince choosing not to run Dark Cacao Cookie, which is another level 3 kind of boss monster that purple has access to. And then we're seeing Caramel Arrow Cookie, which allows us to actually refresh our deck a little bit. And yeah, so avoiding having to do it naturally through the game, because if you do avoiding decking out, because in this game, if you do deck out, you actually take a point of damage. It's actually, so this cookie allows you to just kind of still recycle your deck without losing that HP. So the one of Caramel Arrow Cookie helping us there. Moonlight Cookie being another boss monster. It was the prettiest card. That's the one I put on the pie chart. But yeah, another ramp effect allowing us to fill up the trash a little bit more. If your opponent has 2 cookies in the better area, select one of your opponent's cookies, place that cookie in the trash. So again, just getting rid of your opponent's boss monsters can just be a great place to be. And then the secondary effect, if your opponent's trash contains 15 or more cards, if your opponent's trash contains 15 or more cards, draw up to 2 cards from your deck and discard 1. Wow, it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Again, I'm still kind of ignorant in the game. I'm still trying to learn it. I'm not going to be able to be as intense. I guess something I could talk about is what flip effects we're choosing to have in our decks. So it looks like we are on flip effects in this game are kind of like security triggers, life triggers that happen every time you try to deal damage to a cookie. So Eclair cookie here, you can see has the draw 1, and we're going to see that we have 4, 8 draw flip effects, and then this sometimes you can have heal effects. Raspberry mousse cookie having the HP effect, allowing us to heal when we get deal damage. And then I think here as well it's going to be HD. So you're allowed 16 flip effects in your deck, and Fresh Prince choosing to just go 8 and 8, 8 of the draw and 8 of the healing ones. But anyway, congrats on 4th place. And let's move on. Again, I'm still trying to learn the deck, so like the game, so I can't just like know everything. Then we're gonna talk about 3rd place, Bunrear, popular Digimon friend of mine, was able to make it to this tournament playing blue. And blue kind of hinges off the idea of either draw, disc. There's actually a couple functions to blue. It's kind of neat. So a lot like I was showing the sherbet cookie earlier. It's going to be you draw and then you discard it for an extra damage. You draw and then you discard for an extra effect. But there are also other effects here. Let's see if I can get, the strawberry crepe cookie, crepe, whatever. There's actually a different effect. There's like a scrying effect too, if you guys are familiar with Magic, where you stack the top of your deck, and then if you properly stack and you get the right card on the top of the deck, you get an extra effect. So you're gonna see the crepe cookie here on the crepe thrust. Then you use 3 to do 3 damage, and then reveal 1 card from the top of your deck. If that card is a level 2 cookie, a blue level 2 cookie, actually, excuse me, deal 2 damage. So you're going to see effects that actually, like this guy, we got the Captain Caviar cookie. View the top 3 cards of your deck, place them at the top of your deck in any order. Any order means you can kind of try to guarantee that there's a level 2 in there. And then yeah, that's just and then like we saw Bunrear on stream a few times against the green, and we actually saw great uses of the trap, the fallen ice statue coming into play, protecting our sherbet cookies with bear jelly ice cream. So things like that, protecting your boss monsters, especially against purple and green, which like to just kind of throw them away for you. Is kind of rough. So like being able to just play the sherbet, do your thing, bounce it back so you guarantee yourself a sherbet later is kind of nice. We never really got to see some of these item cards come into play in the games I saw, but also making use of, we saw a lot of oyster cookie, a lot of aloe cookie get used. Having the one of Kumiho cookie, I'm 4 of the Kumiho cookie. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think maybe I imagine for the flip effect, maybe we just get that flip effect going and just call it a day. The blue deck loves to draw and discard, so it's just an easy discard. And then the flip effect being, all the colors have like, think Union Arena, all the colors have like a color trigger. So every color has a color of, a color flip effect. Discard 1, select up to one of your opponent's cookies. That cookie receives 1 damage. So you can just randomly ping out your opponent with a flip effect. Could be kind of nice. And then we're seeing that we are on our flip effects. We are on the full 16. We're going to have 4, looks like 4 healers from Custard, 4 draw from Aquamarine, and then 8 healing cookies. Ice Candy Cookie being another discard 1 to heal. And then 4 of this red damage trigger, and then 4 draw off of Aquamarine cookie. And then off of the back of that, our other crepe, strawberry crepe, sherbet cookie being our main boss monsters, with a little backup from Crimson Coral cookie, which we never really got to see this card on stream, so I didn't get to talk about it too much. Next, we're gonna go into Turtle Sword 22, who was able to get 2nd place as well, was in our finals against Digo. Same thing, seeing a similar thing. We're actually saw use of the matcha ray cookie. I don't know why there's a setup a little different. Interesting. But We saw a little bit of the matcha ray cookie, which blocking in this game, if you guys are familiar with the Bandai card games, tends to be a little different. Depends on the card. There's this one, for example, the matcha ray cookie. It's just, you actually just tap one of your resources, your Dawn, your support, for the block effect. And imagine it works just the way you would imagine it. I mean, like for this card, you see the 1 blue, 1 generic to deal 1 damage. That is its attack. I pay that. I declare the attack with the matcha ray cookie, and then I, as the opponent, or then your opponent has the option, if they have a matcha ray cookie, can tap 1 blue to block that effect. So you can actually oftentimes protect your big boss monsters with these blockers, so they maintain their HP values, which maintaining the HP values on your cookies, and especially your higher end pieces, tends to be pretty useful as well. We see some of the same. We see the fallen ice statue, we see the chide shard, but then we see some differences. Our flip effects are the same. We got the aquamarine, we got the ice candy, but we didn't go for that red tech, so we actually are on the grand marmalade for 4 more draw flip effects, and then custard cookie again for another HP effect. So going again, 8 HP, 8 heal flip effects, 8 heal effects, 8 draw effects. And then we're seeing a lot of the deck kind of like circulate around some of the same cards, except the Sea Fairy cookies here. I think Lucky Pearl too. Yeah, we weren't running a Lucky Pearl here. We're not seeing the stage as well. So stages, stadiums, field spells. If you understand any of those, you know what I'm talking about. But then after that, similar thing, our main focus tends to be, it looks like to be Sherbert and the Strawberry Crave, Crimson Coral as backup. We do have the Sea Fairy cookie in place of a 4th crepe, and Ink Spray, Heart of Darkness, etc. Lucky Pearls. Lucky Pearls being a draw 2 because, it's a +1. Pot of Greed is good. It's a 2-mana draw 2. It's not awful. And we saw it get used. Definitely fills up the hand kind of nicely. So this is going to be our best blue player of the night. So congrats to them. And then we get to talk about the winner here. It's going to be green ramp with the Power Rangers. Like I was saying, again, the Power Rangers being this collection of level 1, 4 HP, 3 generic energy to do 2 damage. But that's not really what we care about, right? We're not really caring about doing damage with these. We're just using these as walls for opponent, because in this game, if you don't have a cookie on board, you lose the game. So it's a great way to just kind of put cookies down and not really give your opponent a lot of win condition available. And since they have 4 HP, they are just walls. But that being said, we move on to the actual best card of the deck. This is going to be Pinecone Cookie with a little squirrel tail. It's a flip effect, so we're only using 2 of the Pinecone Cookie here. That's unfortunate. It should have been 4, but what can we do? But that being said, we have let's go through the flip effects first. We got 4 of the Cheesecake Cookie, which is 4 heals, so we're on 6 heals so far. Where's our last flip effects? Well, here is Sparkling Cookie for 2 copies of the Sparkling Cookie for 2 more HP effects. We got Green Milky Way Cookie for 4 draw. And then from there, it looks like, yeah, so we so far have 8 heals, 4 draw. Am I missing it? Might be missing it. No, this is 8 heals, 8 heals, 4 draw. Am I missing one? Did we really only run? Oh, did we only run 12 flip effects? That's interesting. Interesting. Unless I'm completely just like freaking out and missing it. I'm not seeing it. So not going up to the full 16 flip effects. But that being said, this green, we really got to showcase the power of green over the tournament. Watch the VOD, of course. We got to see the great use of traps. Divine Light Crystal was definitely used in the finals. Supreme Whipped Cream as well. And then we saw Sugar. The main boss monsters of the deck were definitely Sugar Swan, with Wind Archer being able to instantly answer our opponent's big boss monsters as well, similar to the purple version. And Matcha Cookie were the main 3 cookies we really got to see like just do work over the course of the tournament that we got to watch. I think we even saw a little bit of Wanderer's Apple Pie, which is a great card. Basically, the idea is you get these walls out, waste your opponent's I'm sorry. Waste your opponent's time, and then you just wanders apple, place rest 2, place one of your place this card, or no, so there's a specific card. I actually don't know which one it is. There's a card that actually takes your select one of your opponent's cookies that were opponents and place this card in your support, then place this card. There's a cookie, I can't find it right now, but there is a cookie that actually sends one of your cookies to the support area, which the dawn area, the energy area, the land, whatever. But is it silver? No, it wasn't silver bell. I can't find it, but I'm also ignorant, so yikes. Is it this one? Select the one of your opponent's cookies. Then no. Select one cookie from your battle area that is level 2 or lower. Place it in your support area as active. There we go. It's this ancient healer's grace. So you're actually able to take one. Instead of taking damage, you can take one of your cookies and put it into the back and ramp yourself a little bit for 3 energy. So that's where these guys kind of end up going is you sit there, your opponent kind of wastes a little bit of damage into them, and then suddenly you're like, nah, you're not gonna get that kill. And so not only are you stalling with level 1s, you're not even giving your opponent the level 1s, which is kind of funny. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I'm sorry my ignorance. My ignorance will only get smaller as we do this, because it's a new card game. It's new for me. I'm still learning how to do everything. I'm just happy that I was able to run a tournament. That was the biggest milestone for me at Risu.Squirrel.com, is able to host my own tournament. Really happy we got 9 people playing. And I will post, I'll give you guys the link to the little pie chart I had, so you guys can take a peek for yourselves on all of this stuff. And with that said, again, this is me trying to do a weekly tournament. So I stress that if you guys miss the stream, miss the tournament, and you want to participate in either, links in the description below. Next Thursday, we're going to do the same time, 10:30 or 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be October 30th. I know the day before Halloween, maybe people won't be able to show up, but we're gonna try it anyway. And with that said, yeah, tune in. We're thinking I'm gonna allow proxies for this one, and the last thing is we are thinking about moving it to 8:30. I don't know how my East Coast people feel, but I'm sure West Coast people would approve that. So join the Discord, let me know what you guys think, and bye, goodbye. I'm stopping the recording.